Time for what's trending at 5:30. Did you enjoy the Super Bowl halftime show? Well, turns out the Red Hot Chili Peppers weren't actually playing those instruments. The instruments weren't even plugged in. The band confirms it wasn't a totally live performance. Flea is the bassist, most of you know. He said they don't usually do this, but the NFL said they had to do it this way, and well, it's the Super Bowl, and when they ask you to do it, you do whatever they ask. So they did the instruments pre-recorded. However, lead singer Anthony Kiedis was live singing Give It Away.
Good deal. Another singer may be headed to Washington, D.C. Former American Idol star Clay Aiken is running for Congress in North Carolina. The Democratic candidate says partisanship is so prevalent in Washington that he wants to reach across the party lines and work with Congress members to come up with workable solutions for America.
I'll be honest with you, I don't care if he wins or loses, but on my phone for our job, I have Google alerts set up for the city of Aiken, and every time Clay Aiken does something, my phone goes off, so I'm just happy that the announcement is over. We can all move on with our lives.
Name recognition will
Yes.
get you a long way. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid and Senator John McCain both boxed when they were younger. Now they are coming together along with boxing organizations and leaders of the Cleveland Clinic to announce funding and research. Studies show that some head injuries lead to higher risk of developing long-term conditions such as Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and depression.
All right, how much would you pay, speaking of boxing, to see George Zimmerman and the rapper DMX go at it in the ring? Well, you're going to get your choice. The former neighborhood watch captain and the hip-hop star will face off for 3 rounds sometime in the next few weeks. The exact time and location still haven't been revealed. They'll tell us that next week. The fight promoter says he got over 15,000 emails asking for a chance to get in the ring with Zimmerman after he agreed the celebrity boxing match was Zimmerman's idea. What have we here?
We have a knight from Evans Elementary School. Thank you for having me over this morning. Had a great time with the 2nd and 3rd graders.
All right. Go to WJPF.com and we'll continue the conversation during the break. I want to talk about George Zimmerman and DMX and the Sochi Olympics. And then
our recent winter storm left a little snow to play in, but in Minnesota, the fun lasts all season.
a family carved a track down a snowy hill, and it has their neighbors all in a flutter. Well, we'll take you to that family's backyard. This actually looks great, man.
I know.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Turned out to be a nice day by the afternoon. Lots of sunshine. High temperatures pushed into the middle 60s, about 8 above average. Picked up 0.19 of an inch. Have your complete forecast coming up next.
All right, John and Kim and
And
a
the
special
knight.
guest back with
says,
you.
Be a knight, do it right. That's their motto.
Oh,
All right, what's
deal.
happening?
Have you read anything about this George Zimmerman DMX boxing match? I can't even. DMX released a statement when he agreed to do this. There's not even one word of that statement that I can even come close to saying on television. But suffice it to say, he has a very specific plan for how he wants the fight to go, and then a very specific plan for what he wants to, how the fight he wants the fight to end. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
So if you don't have kids anywhere near your phone or anything else, if you want to, go Google and see
DMX's
what
response.
he said. And don't blame me, I'm just the messenger.
And how did he end up fighting George Zimmerman? I mean, with so many people, just
Maybe he
lay
was the
people.
biggest name, although he hasn't done anything in like 10 years. All he does is get arrested in South Carolina.
And maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why. The Sochi Olympics.
Oh, so sad.
Well, there's so many things going on, but what really makes me angry about
Jenny,
this...
can you move from front of the monitor?
Jenny
I'm teasing.
Montgomery's blocking our view. Kim wants to see herself at all times.
Kidding.
But what makes me really angry about this is
Good
when
night,
the
Evans Elementary.
Olympics were held. Eyes over here.
Okay,
Eyes
sorry.
over here.
Pay attention.
When the Olympics were held in Atlanta, the foreign press particularly was so hard on Atlanta. And I mean, the tiniest little things, if they sat in traffic for more than a few minutes, oh, the city's not prepared, blah, blah. Then you go to Sochi, and it's like, oh, well, it's kind of a funny thing. It's like, look, the rooms aren't even done. You know, no, come on. This has disaster written all over.
That's huge, though, and they've had so long to plan for it. I mean, you can't flush the toilet, you can't use the water.
You
Those
know,
are-
we lived in Atlanta.
Yeah.
The run up to the Olympics, it was 6 or 7 years worth of every single day. You had it drilled into your head. The traffic actually in Atlanta was great during the Olympics because they put the fear of God into people
Absolutely.
to ride MARTA every day. And so you could drive downtown during the Olympics, no problem.
I agree.
And there's also, Google this, what they're doing to stray dogs during the Olympics in
Ooh,
Sochi.
that's
That's
bad.
a huge, huge problem.
It is bad.
George Myers Weather's next.